Good evening, YouTube. It's Sunday night. Let's see here. Let me look at my logbook. There's Elsa. She's ready to go to bed. It's the 7th, right, Elsa? Huh? Ready to go to bed, huh? She walked outside. She's all wet and dirty, so we gotta wait till she dries to get back into the bed. But I'm here in my truck, getting ready to deliver in Miami in the morning. Try to get this all figured out here. Let me try to get something set up here. So anyway, let me just put it out here. So just thinking some here. I'm wanting to I got a lot of goals ahead, a lot of things that are going to be coming in the next year. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I like trucking. It's not that bad. It's just there's so much more I want to do. I want to help with my community more. I want to be home, local. I'm tired of being gone all the time. Even though I'm still home most weekends. Well, I say that today, and I'm in Florida, and it's Sunday. So, but I did just have almost a week and a half off at home. So, just got a notification of another video from somebody, but goals are very important. Setting goals. I think I'm getting ready to set a goal here, which if anybody knows me, knows that when I set a goal, I don't stop till I get it. I push and go and go and go. Even when the odds are against me, I just don't stop till I get my goals. So I'm trying to figure out where. I've always wanted an automotive shop. Problem is I don't like customers. Most of the time you can do and do for people. And then there's very few. There's very small amount of people that actually, I'm going to say ruin it for everybody, because I like to help my community. I like to help people. I've helped a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And I wanted to always own an automotive shop. But I don't want customers. I don't want the liability, you know. You could literally, and I am not kidding, you can literally sell a person a car for $1, and they could drive that car for 10 years on no gas, okay? No gas. And the car blows up after doing no maintenance for 10 years, okay? And they could come back and complain to you. Worse than that, you come back and get sued. So, I mean, I've had people say, you know, I'm a crook because I ripped them off because I've made $1 on a car deal. You know, I sell a car and I make $1, and I rip them off. How dare I make $1 on them? $1. How dare I make $1 profit on them because they work so hard? I mean, I don't want to sell cars. I don't want to be a used car salesman. I don't want to be a mechanic. I want to get paid to work on my own cars. End of the day, bottom story, end of the day, I want to get paid to work on my own cars. I have so much that I want to do to my own cars. I have my 84 K5 Blazer, 8-inch lift 454. I want to do crossover steering. I want to do rear disc brakes. I want to do some custom interior stuff, big stereo install, change the exhaust, do some pretty cool stuff. Then I got 1973 K5 Blazer that I'm building for my wife, and it's stock, and I want to build it stock. So I got body work to do, some paint work to do, all kinds of stuff to do on it. We got our 1990 Chevy Suburban that we're going to do an LS swap on. I got a 4.8 liter. I wanted a 5.3 or 6 liter, but from what I hear and some of the homework I do, 4.8 is going to work just fine. And if I have to swap it out later and put it in something else, then I do. But I want to get my first LS conversion done. And I want to do a spray can paint job, Rust-Oleum paint job on the 1990 Suburban. It's white right now and has some, the paint wore through on the roof, so it's starting to surface rust a little bit. And I got some body work to do. But I got 2 K5 Blazers, and we have our 2016 F350 King Ranch pickup. I don't have a lot of money. Matter of fact, like right now, I just spent $5,000 in 2 days on truck payments, license plates, and heavy vehicle use tax for my semi-truck. So I don't have any money right now, basically. So I have to work hard for everything I have. So I'm not saying it's going to be an overnight thing. I got a 2-car garage now, which is fine, that I'm going to work out of. This is the penciled in goal that I have. Me and my wife drove around a couple days ago now and looked at our old building is what it was, and it's got a paved parking lot. I don't know the dimensions of it, 40 wide by 40, 50 deep. I don't know. Nice big huge barn door, a garage door to fit in. Very secure, very safe building. Half of it is has like a dining room and like a common area, and it's got a men's and women's bathroom in it, and it's got a full kitchen in it, and I guess it's got an apartment upstairs, but that's in half of it. The other half, where the garage door is, the apartment is upstairs. You can see it from there, but I would end up taking and from where it goes in off to the side, open that wall up some so that I can put some I won't be doing like body work in there or anything, because it's kind of like a living room. So the building for sale has been for sale for 3 or 4 years, and they want like $99,000 for it. By the time I think about it, and the garage that I want to build someday is going to be about, it's going to be about that much money. By the time I put a 40 by 60 shop up, that's going to be 30-40 grand. Concrete, electrical, plumbing, paving to it. By the time I do all the work to that, it's going to be $100,000. This place needs a little bit of work, not much. I think it's a plumbing pipe that broke in the ceiling, and some of the sheetrock came down and stuff. But it's got a metal roof, so it's not leaking. It could be leaking, but it's a metal roof. You just patch it. That's it. It's not worn out. That's for sure. The building isn't more than 10 years old, something like that. But anyway, the building's almost set, ready to go. So I could keep both Blazers in there during the winter. We thought about parking the 16 King Ranch F350. We paid a lot of money for that truck, and still paying a lot of money for that truck. I don't own it. Me and the bank own it. We thought about parking it, but I just can't park it outside. The thoughts of, mouse getting in it and chewing up the wiring harness will do more damage to it than leaving it parked. So the least amount of damage would be to drive it. So I'm thinking about setting the goal to buying this building. Now, we've gone through some financial struggle in the past year and a half, and financing $100,000 right now just isn't an option. But if I put it at a goal, anything can happen in a year. Anything. So either I'm going to decide that I'm going to build this shop on my property, and then weekends is really all I'm going to be able to create content, because I really like where I'm at now, the job I'm doing now, and I can be more selective to get home, a little more often. Maybe a Wednesday night or something like that. I can try to get more northbound work. Or the last place I worked, hauling containers, it didn't make a lot of money, but I did have the potential to be home almost every night. So, I have to think, how much longer do I still want to be in trucking, and how much more I want to go, because I believe that from what I understand, you can make a few bucks off of YouTube, and then there's affiliate programs, with using tools and supplies you use and stuff with affiliate programs. I got to check into Advanced Auto and all that stuff to see what affiliate programs. I've tried to get in with Harbor Freight, and actually I just drove by there today. I just drove by Harbor Freight's facility in South Carolina, and I wished I would have remembered it just a couple minutes earlier, even though it's Sunday. Maybe I'll think of it on the way back. Maybe I'll try to stop at Harbor Freight. It's just a distribution center. I'm not sure if, it looks like it's the main distribution center, but I'd like to go in there and see if there's any corporate headquarters in there, because I've tried to check out the affiliate program for Harbor Freight. I have a tool program I'm working on wanting to do. I'd like to do it once a week, and it's got a kind of a real catchy name to it. I got to work on a little bit more of it before I release what I actually want to do with it. But I have a lot that I plan on doing for a channel, and between the AdSense revenue and affiliate programs, and I got this man cave stuff I want to start doing, and making man cave stuff, couches and chairs and stuff out of old car parts, because in New York we have a lot of rust. Everything rusts. So you can pick up a 99 to 06 Chevy pickup with a frame rotted in half for less than $500. I just saw two of them be bought recently, and I know where another one could be bought for $200. No transmission or rear end, but still got the motor. So I could take the LS motor out of it, and put a LS conversion in something, and cut the front end off, cut the back end off, use the back end for a bookshelf with the tailgate down, wire up the lights for it, and use the front clip for a wall hanging. You mount the bumper on there. They don't need to be painted or anything. Leave them rusted. Leave the patina on them. And I think that one of those products could sell for the purchase price of the whole truck. So that's what I'm going to work on trying to do. This garage, the one we're looking at, I think will still be for sale in a year, because there's really nobody around us. It's useless to anybody around us. You can't live there. It's not residential, and it's there's really no businesses around us that could work there. So working man's restoration. I stood out front of the building peeking in the windows, and I said right there, working man's restorations. That's right where, I mean, it would be beautiful just to have for my shop. I do my YouTube stuff there. The apartment upstairs I could use for editing all my videos and talking, doing my homework on parts, and all the parts and supplies I got to buy for the different projects, and shower, so I could shower before I go home. You don't want to be up to your armpits in grease and then working on a project and then jump in your car or go home. And it's probably 2-3 miles from my house. It's not far. 2-3 miles. I don't think it's 4. But I'm really gonna think about it. We would put a gate around it. It doesn't have a gate right now. You could drive right up to it, which it wouldn't be, somebody wouldn't be there at night, so I'd want to put a privacy fence around it and stuff. But it's got beautiful blacktop parking lot. I'd reseal coat the blacktop and eventually resin the floor and make it look like marble and stuff. And I mean, a real clean shop. I'm just waiting the next couple days. I got to be careful with my goals, because when I set out to do something, I do it, and I don't stop till I get it. And I just got to make sure that's what I want. That's really what I do before I do all of my goals. I make sure that that's exactly what I want, and I put my head down, and I can work on my credit, I can work on the down payment, I can work on the finances, cutting my bills down to where I could afford something like that. But all it's going to come down to is making sure that's what I want, setting a deadline, because every goal has to have a deadline, and don't stop till I get it. There's a song, don't stop till I get it. Yeah, it's a good song. Well, anyway, I'm sure nobody's watched the video to this far, but like, share, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Do the right thing. And that's it. Do the right thing. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Leave a comment. If I don't buy this building in a year, we'll be groundbreaking my new garage when we get back from our vacation next year, September. So I'll tell you guys more about that another time. All right. Bye.